Well, a huge tell-all interview, the passing of beloved Prince Philip and a series of mysterious health issues for the Queen.
2021 has been a huge year for the royal family, producing headlines that made for moments that shocked, delighted and saddened us all. Royal editor at the Daily Mirror, Russell Myers, joins us from East Sussex in the UK to reflect on it all. Russell, let's start with the bombshell Oprah interview. Some pretty big revelations there from Meghan and Harry, with things all over the place, some between the couple and the royals.
Well, weren't there just? I mean, the fact that we're still talking about that interview, and I think we will be talking about it for many months, if not years to come. I think you just look at the revelations that were from it, the allegations of abandonment by Meghan when she was pregnant, the royal racist remarks that they claimed somebody in the royal family had said, which sparked sort of an international manhunt. We still don't know who made those remarks and have been very, very damaging indeed. So I think the fallout from that interview is going to take an awful lot of time to repair, if indeed it does repair, because the wounds are still very, very raw from that interview. And I think that Harry and Meghan will be picking up the pieces, as will the rest of the royals, for quite some time.
It added to a really difficult year for the Queen. We all remember back in April when she sat isolated and in mourning as she laid Prince Philip to rest. How tough's it been for Her Royal Highness?
Well, of course, listen, we all remember that incredible image of her sitting and cutting a very solitary figure in the St George's Chapel at Windsor Castle. And it really was one of the images of the global pandemic, wasn't it? And she's not been without her own issues. Of course, she had an overnight stay back in October in hospital for an unexplained condition. She then strained her back, which meant that she couldn't go to the Cenotaph memorial commemorations in London in November. However, she is sort of fighting back. She is sort of back on her feet. We've seen her at several engagements, personal and over Zoom as well. So it has been a particularly tough year. Of course, we've had the Harry and Meghan saga rumbling on, as we have had the Prince Andrew scandal rumbling on, and that's not going to get any better anytime soon. So I think the Queen and the rest of the royal family will certainly be looking forward to seeing the back of 2021 and trying to get ahead in the next year to come.
And certainly the Queen really is the expert at handling crises within the royal family, isn't she? But I mean, I guess this year, you know, the world really was reminded of the Queen's age. She missed a number of events, as you mentioned there, and we are now well aware of any kind of health concerns that might be around. Is there any updates that you can give us now?
Well, there have been no official updates, but I think what we can take from the Queen's health is that she was very, very keen to host her family at Sandringham over Christmas. And although that didn't happen, you know, her plans had to be adapted because of the COVID rates here in the UK. She did welcome some of her family to Windsor Castle. And again, you know, we have seen her getting out and about for those public engagements, albeit at Windsor Castle. And listen, she is 95 years old. I think we forget sometimes because she has been so well over the past, you know, especially the last few years. But we do need to sort of treat her carefully, and sometimes she needs to be saved from herself, I think, you know, a lot of the time, because she's so keen to be getting out and doing the job. But as I said, I think she is taking it easy, and I think that bodes well for everybody involved.
Amidst all the chaos of the royal family, Kate and William seem to be the one constant that keeps on. Now a decade on from their marriage. It wasn't so long ago we watched as a world and as a country here in Australia that wedding.
Well, I know it makes us all feel quite old, doesn't it, by looking back on that footage, because, you know, 10 years ago, and so much has happened in the last 2 years, let alone the last 10. However, I do think we're definitely entering a new dawn for the Cambridges. They are seen as the sort of the bastions of the monarchy at home and abroad. And I know that Charles and Camilla have had you know, fantastic success with sort of revamping their image over the last few years. But certainly the Cambridges are the one to take it forward. And I'm sure we're going to see seeing a lot more of them to come in the next year if everything goes to plan and we get out of this awful mess that has stopped their plans from happening because of the crisis.
Of course, and you know, the Queen is a mother, she's a grandmother, she's also a great-grandmother. She welcomed 4 new great-grandchildren in the royal family this year. Can we expect the pitter-patter of more feet next year?
Well, it's extraordinary, isn't it? I think it's up to 11 or 12 now, and then you've got, you know, the Eugenie and Beatrice have welcomed children very, very recently. Well, I don't think we're going to be seeing any more children from the Cambridges, no matter how much that Kate has said that she potentially would like a fourth. I think William has put his foot down to that. Harry and Meghan have said that they probably would only have two for their sort of environmental concerns for the planet. So, you know, I don't think it would be the Tyndalls. Probably will be Eugenie and Beatrice as well. However, seeing as they've just had children, they probably want a bit of a rest, having been new parents. So I don't think we'll see it next year. But, you know, maybe at the turn of the year. You never know.
You never know, right?
Exactly. Hey, Russell, we appreciate your time this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.